My friends, I hope you guys are all doing well today. It is Thursday. We are hanging out at the pad, taking care of our silver stack that we need to go and deposit here soon into the treasure chest around gosh knows where. I'm not going to tell you. But guys, before we jump into the markets today, before we talk about what's going on with silver, before we talk about what's going on in the crypto markets and the stock markets, let's actually give a humongous channel sponsor shout out to the one and only Kajiro.network. If you guys don't know, Kajiro.network is our channel sponsor. We absolutely love Kajiro.network. Excuse me. I was playing around on their network just a little while ago. So excuse me there. But if you guys would like to check out Kajira.network, I definitely recommend that you do. It is the blockchain for real yield, the decentralized ecosystem for protocols, builders, and Web3 users seeking sustainable fintech. We absolutely love what's going on Kajira.network, guys. You can check out Orca, Fin, Bow, Ghost, Pilot, Blue, where you can manage just about everything under the sun when it comes to Kajira. Yeah, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump on into the markets. And I'm just going to be showing you guys the silver stack because I need to actually polish a lot of these silver rounds that I got going over here or going on here. So excuse me while I do that. But yeah, guys, so if you guys haven't been watching, silver has actually been pumping quite a bit over the past couple of days. Silver has found a pretty big demand over the past week or so, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys the silver chart right now. The silver chart is up today yet again, and it just opened as far as trading goes 1.92%, I think. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. We've been sharing with you guys our interest in silver for a long time. Yeah, it's up 1.91 at the moment. It's trading at 23.88, and it's hit our points of interest to an absolute T. So we've absolutely been enjoying the price, the demand, the look that silver has been getting recently within the markets. I think it's long overdue. Again, none of this is financial advice, but I will say, I think a lot of this has been long overdue as far as the silver demand. I'm very, very much interested in silver. As you can see, I'm very much collecting. I very much like collecting and stacking silver for the long haul. It's not even really like a hedge for me. It's more of a hobby that serves multiple purposes. I also like to hedge, my wealth. I also very much enjoy stacking precious metals, not just silver, but I very much enjoy stacking silver. It gives me kind of that Scrooge McDuck feel. And it's somewhat of a hobby. Through time, just human beings have been just hobbies. We everybody has their thing, and so I'll be very honest with you. I just absolutely love stacking silver. It's one of my hobbies. Some people like stacking shoes. Some people like stacking, baseball cards or whatnot. I really enjoy stacking silver and other precious metals. What's up, Matt Miller? What's up, IBC Mafia? I love you guys. Hopefully, you guys are all doing really, really well today. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget, while you guys are trickling in, as the people that are watching the show arrive, if you guys could do me a huge favor, it goes a long, long way. I promise you. If you would, please like, subscribe, reshare with everybody that we're live. It would really help out a tremendous amount. But yeah, I'm just taking each individual one, and it's been a while. With my kids, sometimes I let them play around with it when they come in. I let them open it up, and they get their little filthy hands on my silver. And so you got to clean it, right? You're just rubbing it on there, and then you have to wipe it off. Rub it on, wipe it off. Wax on, wax off. And so that's what I'm doing right now as we talk about the precious metal markets, in particular silver. Let me go ahead and share with you guys, the things that we were seeing with silver. Again, we're on the daily time frame. We're using Market Cipher as our favorite oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Let me go here to the monthly for silver, and I'll show you guys. This is a humongous cup and handle pattern that I've been seeing currently possibly playing out. I don't know if it's going to. It doesn't necessarily have to play out. I want to make that absolutely clear. I don't know, right? Like I'm just projecting out, kind of being a little bit of a degen, but I'll be damned if that doesn't look like a cup and handle pattern playing out right now. And we rarely move lines on our chart, and this has been playing out to a freaking T for us. So we're absolutely loving this. Now, we're only right until we're not. So I humbly suggest everybody always consider taking profits while profits are there. Look at all that. Look at all that junk on that silver there. Look at all that junk on that silver. So you got to take profits while profits are there, and never be a fool. Never be stuck in your position thinking that you know it all, because we don't. The honest truth of it all is we don't know it all, and this could turn on us. At any given minute, and we could just go back to the lows again, where silver found itself at maybe $11, even all the way down to God forbid, $4 to $5 in that range or whatnot. But it's been there in the past, so that means it can do it again. I'm a realist in that kind of mindset that, if price action has traveled there in the past, it can definitely do that yet again. So I'm always kind of like very cautious about that. And I'm always taking profits while profits are there. Right now, on all of my precious metals that I hold physically, I don't really care. But my traded precious metals, I've actually taken profits when it went above 24 just recently. So a little disclaimer there. I've taken some profits when it hit 24, and I don't regret it one bit. I've got my triple plus play. I'm free and clear, and that's all. That's what it's all about for me, at least. So we're absolutely loving what's happening with silver. As you guys can see here, over the past couple of days, if you're going to be very honest, you can see that we came down to an average, right? And now we're up to this average here, where current price action is 8.95% in the past less than 4 days. That's huge. That's huge in the regular markets. Right, when you're talking about stocks, commodities, bond, all this other stuff that's in TradeFi, that's a huge move, guys. Almost 10% move. At one point it was. If you go to the wick lows for silver to the wick highs, we're above 10% in less than 4 days. That's tremendous. That is absolutely tremendous. And I've absolutely really, really loved DCAing, use my 4x4 DCA strategy into silver when I'm talking about my paper traded derivatives, my representatives on the stock markets, that is silver, right? I've absolutely loved it. Killed it again. And I'm out taking profits. Again, I've told you guys before, whenever I get even a 4 or 5% move, especially in a short amount of time, I'm in and out. I'm being as fluid as I possibly can. I'm not getting married to my positions. I'm trying to reap the benefits of my positions, because that's what we're doing, right? Isn't that the name of the game? We're trying to reap the benefits of our positions and get in and out. And so absolutely loving the silver move. Let me kind of show you guys what's been happening with silver and why silver has been, grabbing so much attention. This is an article on TradingView. I'm just going to go ahead and read it out to you guys, even though you guys can read for yourself. Silver climbs towards $24 per ounce mark. Spot silver strengthened to around 24 hours per ounce and over 2-month high as markets digested fresh economic data from U.S. and China. Export and import prices in the U.S. fell more than anticipated in October to 5 and 7 months lows, respectively. So, again, guys, something that we've been plotting, we've been watching, and we've been preparing for a long time. Excuse me while I drink my coffee here. Meanwhile, the weekly jobs claims growth also beat estimates, indicating the cooling in labor market and supporting the case for more dovish Fed. Again, we've been telling you guys on our streams recently that we do think that the Fed, along with a lot of other people, has basically reached their limits. A lot of people think that what they're going to do is basically hold on to that high interest rate for an extended amount of time and not necessarily raise any more rates. And they're going to let the market really settle itself out and settle things within itself. And so right now, a lot of people are getting very, very interested. They're kind of watching what happens with this fundamental play that's happening with the Fed and the economy and across the world. If I don't say so myself, this isn't the best. By the way, this isn't the best. I've been trying to get off these little, I don't know if you guys can see these little bits of smudges here. And I don't know why, but I think maybe this isn't the best rag to use, even though it is a microfiber rag. And it does collect quite a bit of dirt. Look at that. It just, I don't know why. It doesn't seem like it's doing a great job. Maybe it's just the light hitting it in a certain way that's sparking my. Oh, look at that. See, you guys see that? Can you guys see that there? I don't know if you guys can see that there. It's really driving me insane. Yeah, there you go. You can see it kind of when it light shines like that. This is 999 silver, which obviously you have to clean every once in a while, right? But it's driving me nuts right now. Anyway, I get watch. My OCD is going to kick in. I'm just going to go crazy. Really interesting topics that I want to kind of bring up real quickly as well. If I could bring up my Brave browser and kind of show you guys what's actually happening out there in the rest of the world. I thought this was really interesting. And let me see if this actually does this. Give me 1 second here. I might actually have to capture my, yeah, I'm going to capture my entire window here. So if you visit investing.com or any site that kind of gives you what's happening out there, a snapshot of what's happening out there on a global scale, you can kind of see that a lot of the stock market, which is down today, pulled back because of what happened with Walmart. Now, Walmart, warns about consumer spending pressures. Like I said before in our past video the other day and the day before that, and a few times for that fact, even before, people, they're starting to feel the hurt. They're starting to feel that little bit of reserve that they had in their savings account, a little bit of comfort that they've had within the employment throughout the U.S., like really come to a screeching halt. Employers aren't putting up with stuff anymore. Employers are they're leaning out, they're trimming the fat. People that are out there, I'll be quite frank, bitching and moaning about wages. Like you can see here, another one that just got reported. If I can find it here. Oh, well, now they don't have it anymore. But they had a news article about Starbucks employees. There you go. Starbucks employees at hundreds of U.S. stores walk out on Red Cup Day. These guys are basically complaining about, their pay not meeting, the rates of which Starbucks has raised due to inflation. They're also complaining that their wages aren't meeting up with just basic general inflation throughout the world in general. And so while they're complaining, though, and I'm not trying to say, too bad for you guys, but the people that haven't been preparing for things, like, it's been right there in your face for quite a while. Like, what did you expect this to go on for forever? Like, you should have been stacking away, being savvy with your money, not recklessly spending, and or realizing that you might have to pick up a second job. You might actually have to get a different job in these industries that have, I wouldn't say, bad values or whatnot. Like, because Starbucks, everybody loves coffee. That's one of the biggest addictions in the world is coffee drinking. But people will buy the cheaper coffee. They will get their caffeine from other places. So if I was a employee of Starbucks over the past year, I mean, knowing what I know and being as involved in as I have been into the investment world of things, like I would have said, hey man, I probably got to find a different job because this isn't probably going to be very sustainable long term. Like, people will opt out of buying their premium coffee from Starbucks to going and buying it for, in a pack from Costco and getting much more caffeine for their dollar. And that's just the honest truth of it all. I'm not trying to come down on anybody that works at Starbucks, but what did you expect? What did you expect? That's how you got to look at any of your jobs. If you're out there and you're employed in the market, I highly suggest, like, if you don't have a master's degree, if you don't have a degree of sorts, and your position, how do I say this, is more or less interchangeable with the markets, you need to pivot. You need to find yourself a job or a position somewhere where it's going to be a lot more stable. It's going to be a lot less volatile. Forget about the markets. Well, don't forget about the markets, because you got to kind of keep that in mind as you're looking at things and working for that that fiat mind that is the 9 to 5. But I'm just being real, right? Like, you need to be looking out for those kind of things long haul, or else it's just it's setting yourself up for disaster. Give me 1 second here. Trying to change. Hopefully this isn't too bad here. Trying to, oops, that is really close. That is very much right up in my face, guys. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. That's so close. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. But yeah, so like these are things that we've been calling for quite a long time, and I'm not trying to shame anybody in any kind of which way when it comes to what's happening out there in the world, in the markets and stuff like that. But you need to be smart. You need to be mindful of where you are, even if you're not an investor, even if you're not paying attention, to certain things. You got to pay attention to what's happening out there in the economic, discussion in the fundamental economic situations that is the world. Like you got to be paying it. You can't just be hunky, like, floating around is thinking everything's hunky dory. Like that's how you're going to get wrecked. Information is key. Information is critical. And you can't be ignoring those kind of things anymore. You guys got to grow up a bit, is would be my humble suggestion to the vast majority of people out there. Like, grow up, pay attention to what's happening out there on an economic grand global scale. It really, really would probably be beneficial and helpful for a lot of people. Let's go back into the markets, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening on some of the charts here. It's not going to be a long stream. I just kind of want to get that off my chest. Like, I just want to really get that off my chest because I think a lot of people don't really fully comprehend like the power that is being informed, the power that is, just taking 5 minutes out of your day and just reading a news article. I don't care where you get it from. Just read something, in the financial world. I don't care if you get it from Bloomberg. I don't care if you get it from, one of the major news corporations. They all have the economic section, for their platform. Read it, get informed. It's going to save you a ton when it comes to your average monthly salary, your jobs, the stability there, feeding your family. It doesn't even have to be that you're a trader and or investor. Like, just get informed. And then also, I would say, like, think about taking it to the next level sometimes and getting involved with your local government. Like that, you got to vote. If this stuff doesn't, if you're hurting out there and you're just your average Joe, you can't let everybody else, try to save you. You got to take some effort yourself. You got to write letters, pick up your phone, phone the people that are in charge of your local township, counties, even your states, and, give them your opinion. Tell them how this stuff affects you, on your day-to-day with your family. That stuff goes along. It lets them know where their importance should be, what they should be focusing on. And you can't just say, oh, this is for old people. This is for those people that are out there in the markets. Like, this is for everyday people to get involved in regular everyday stuff, man. Like, so I don't know. I was reading a lot of articles today. I was seeing a lot of people post their opinions about things, especially in crypto, which we can get to that as well. But it's going to be basically the same message that we have for TradeFi people that I want to have for crypto people. And it's been the message that I've been, sharing for a long, long time. Excuse me for messing with the camera so much. And that is just to get involved, right? Like, get involved. Stop being so much of a degen. And let's get into some like really real discussions, some really critical, important discussions that is going to be for the benefit of everybody, not just you and me, but everybody long term. If we can actually start getting real with ourselves and getting real with the things that really are a hindrance and or a benefit for us, like, So anyway, that's just my little rant. That's like really why I didn't really have much to share today. I was even debating like, should I make a stream? But I saw silver was going up. I love my silver. I'm like, oh, it's time to like start giving some love to my silver and making it look pretty again here. And I want to kind of share that message. I think people need to get real with themselves. Like, you can't just work the 9 to 5. You can't just bank on Social Security being there and paying into the system. Like, we see that the system really, again, guys, let me share this with you guys. The system is not meant to give back to you. It's not in a fair way that you give to the system. Let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. This, again, is the U.S. debt clock. You can find it easily by usdebtclock.org. Look at the number here. Look at the number here. It's not designed to give back to you. Not as much as you give into it, right? So, guys, like, You can't be sitting here thinking that, oh, just because you pay taxes, just because you've invested into an IRA or you put into a 401k, that's going to be enough. To be very honest with you guys, it's not. It's not going to be enough for the average person, especially because of inflation, and especially because of the trajectory that we've found ourselves in for a long, long time now with the U.S. dollar. It's not going to be enough, guys. You can't sit there and just hope that you're going to get taken care of because you think you're putting in to the pot. The pot's not going to give it back to you in an equal amount of way. It's just not. That's not designed to. And the numbers are right there in front of your face. If you don't believe me, it's right in front of your face. But let's go back real quickly. Let's talk about silver here. Silver here, and I'll leave it at this here. We're coming up to a point of recent resistance in the past. Let me show you guys here. This is recent resistance in the past, recently, right? This trend line of resistance, probably going to be holding up somewhat of resistance. If we can get above 24, the mid $24 range, like guys, we can see a strong pop back up to $26, $25, $26. That is this high range here. And I don't know why, but it's moved a little bit here for me. It's definitely moved a bit here for me. So I'm going to have to move it just a little. Push it to the limit. Here we go. So it could pop up back to there. And yeah, I think there's a strong chance of this cup and handle pattern playing out, long-term cup and handle pattern playing out. Gold's having a little bit of a good day, back up $1. 1.44%. PAS, one of my favorites, is up almost. It was up almost at 1.5%, but 4.27 on the day. I took some profits there as well. And the rest of the crypto market, guys, let me go ahead and just take a look at it with you guys on the daily, and then we'll get off here. The rest of the crypto market down today, 2.71 for the total. Total 2 is 1.87. I'm sorry, 1.8 down on the day. Total 3 is 1.3. Bitcoin is taking a little bit of a tumble, 3.55% down on the day. It's basically down $1,342, back to 36.54, 54.1, excuse me. Ethereum back to 2,000. Atom still holding on, still up, still trying to push to that $10 range. It's up 1.8. Again, you guys know my thoughts about Atom. Let me see here. Kuji down 4%. Juno up 1.7, trying to hang on to that close 60-cent mark. It's at 57 cents right now. Evmos up 1.5. I have some interesting stuff that I want to make as far as videos go, some pre-recorded videos for Evmos. Osmosis basically flat, Injective down 2.12%. And that's basically all I got for you guys today. I really didn't want to take up too much of your guys' time. I think a lot of people aren't really paying attention anyway. That's a pity. But I just wanted to kind of rant to you guys and let people know, hey, if you're feeling this stuff, instead of hoping for degen gains on crypto and degen Wall Street bet kind of gains in the stock market and or for your 401k, your Roth IRA, whatever that you're into saving you, let's get a little bit more proactive. But anyway, guys, that's what I got for today. I'm sorry, nothing crazy, nothing really that informative, to be very honest with you guys. I just want to hit and put it, get in, get out. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Be on the lookout for some pre-recorded videos coming out shortly on YouTube. Don't forget, subscribe, check out Kujiro.network. I'm